Vantage point is everything when it comes to surveillance. Through simple elevation, security personnel are able to maximize their fields of view, increase assessment capabilities, and better respond to events as they occur. The SKYWATCH family of mobile observation towers provide a high-level platform for 360-degree situational awareness for an array of surveillance applications. These high-profile towers act as an immediate deterrent and are essential to any wide-area security solution. Market-leading SKYWATCH mobile towers rise to a 2-story height, providing a platform for innovative surveillance solutions in addition to the personal input a man on the ground provides. As a security platform, mobile observation towers provide the surveillance capability required for a wide variety of applications. From crowd management to parking lot security, SKYWATCH provides police and other law enforcement entities a bird's-eye view of the surrounding area. Compared to officers walking the beat, SKYWATCH...
A Tibetan Buddhist nun burned to death last week after she set herself ablaze as an act of protest. On Sunday, more than 10,000 people reportedly gathered outside of the Tawu Nyetso Monastery in China's western Sichuan province to honor the 35-year-old Palden Chodso. Her self-immolation was meant as a call for Tibetan independence. She reportedly died while chanting slogans calling for a free Tibet and the return of the Dalai Lama. Chodso was the 11th Tibetan monk or nun to self-immolate in the past several months. According to a Radio Free Asia report, the Dalai Lama called the self-immolations very, very sad.
Hello everyone, welcome to Global Government News. Today is Wednesday, November 9th, 2011, and I'm Darko. This is my website, ggnonline.com. That's ggnonline.com. DDarko2012 is my YouTube channel. It's DDarko2012. All the headlines and links will be posted, and their poll only has 1 day left now, so please go in there and vote if you haven't already. All right, I already went through all this. I just wanted to plug my website here. Okay, so we just saw this SKYWATCH, right? The SKYWATCH, right? And, you know, I've covered this before. I've actually shown that video from the company before, along with these towers being provided to companies such as Walmart to provide, quote, security in their parking lots. So they've actually had these things in Target and Walmart parking lots, among other places, and now they're rolling them out for all the protesters because that's what they were actually designed for. I mean, it's like people think that these things just like pop out of nowhere, right? No, this is all slowly coming into play right now. Those things were made and probably designed 10, 15, 20 years ago for what was inevitably to come, right? Austerity measures and people protesting against banks and all that. And it's kind of fitting because one of the names of these towers is the Cerberus. And I'm not a historian by no means, so I know I'm probably mispronouncing these, but it doesn't matter because I didn't waste my time on a stupid fucking degree in history. No, I wasted it in journalism. But see, this is the point. I don't need it because I could just go and find out that what? Oh, in Greek and Roman mythology, it's a multi-headed hound, usually three-headed, which guards the gates of the underworld to prevent those who have crossed the river Styx from escaping. And I don't know if you heard me in there, but when they were talking about, they showed a little fence with barbed wire in one of those. It's for a freaking FEMA camp, right? And innovative solutions. I love those words that they use to sell these to the government that you pay with your tax dollars to be used against you when you protest against the banks and the government. So I don't think I need to say anymore what who's really running the show here. It says here, what happened when I tried to get some answers about the creepy NYPD Watchtower monitoring the Occupy Wall Street. Said there's a metal monster looming over Liberty Square, but don't ask questions about it or else. So this individual went up to a pig and asked him, "We're just going to take your name down." That's basically what the police replied to the person. He said, "We're just going to take your name down, that you're a reporter and that you're asking questions about our SKYWATCH. Don't worry, no summons," tourist says. "Oh, gee, thanks. So you're not going to summons me because I'm asking what my tax dollars are going towards?" Not me personally. I'm talking about this individual, right? God forbid you take pictures of them. God forbid you record their voice. God forbid you ask them questions about what the fuck they are doing, right? God forbid in Liberty Square. It says here a new bill in Congress could turn alternative media outlets and YouTube singers into felons. So that's right. It says here SB 978 is just one more bullet in a broader government effort to end the web as we know it. In June, the senator from Minnesota said it was going to amend the criminal penalty provision for criminal infringement of copyright and for other purposes. Now, of course, this is going against people like me, right? So I'm out here trying to spread truth and information to help people make better, more informed decisions. And what do? Oh, copyright. They pull that bullshit on all of us, right? Oh, copyright, right? About ideas. Well, I'm not going to go into it anymore because I don't have time, but it says here in late terms, it's the illegal streaming bill, and it would essentially make the streaming of any copyrighted material on the internet a felony. You like that? You like that? So, Lady Gaga and Beyonce and all these programming icons that are programming young children to be hypersexualized and to basically worship the Egyptian pharaohs and the two-headed, three-horned beasts and stuff like that, basically Baphomet. Hey, these people, let's put them out there in front of everybody, and anybody touches them, they're going down, right, for copyright infringement. But they don't care about any little swinging dick who doesn't have the money to protect his rights, right? No, it's those big Viacom and all them companies, right? And I'll say Viacom. Hopefully I can still actually say their name. I'll be on my knees. I'm on my knees right now saying it, guys. Viacom. So maybe eventually it will be illegal to even say their names, Beyonce or Lady Gaga. So, yeah, you go on there and check that out. Moving on here, the Stop Online Privacy Act, a blacklist by any other name, is still a blacklist. So it says during the past week, momentum against the House Draconian Copyright Bill has gained steam. And it goes in here and it says that, so although, this blacklist is being denied, it's not a blacklist bill, right? Because they don't actually use the word blacklist. I mean, the government... and the shadow government, and basically the people in the government that are bought out. And yes, your politicians can be bought out. You saw that Abram guy saying that how easy it is to buy out politicians. Well, most of them are bought out. So they're very smart too. See, they have degrees too, right? That makes them better than all of us. They have degrees, so they can speak in an entirely different language called legalese. And so they play these little freaking games where they don't have to use the word blacklist, right? Innovative solutions, security. But first, a new law would allow the Attorney General to cut off sites from the internet, essentially blacklisting companies from doing business on the site. It says that the Attorney General can seek a court order that would force a search engine, DNS providers, servers, payment processors, and advertisers to stop doing business with allegedly infringing websites. Second, the bill encourages private corporations to create a literal target list, a process that was ripe for abuse. I think most of us are aware of ARPANET and DARPA, and basically they were the ones that helped create the internet. And it's always used for what? Everything's always created with your tax dollars for what? For security and defense applications. That's actually the word that I use, defense applications. And ultimately, it is to build a big database, like I said, on every single person. Information is key. And to be able to control and manage that flow of information is a hard thing to do. So that's why, in the past 20 years, we've had this, quote, free internet. And now it's time to pull it in, rein it in, stuff like that, right? Because it's out of control. And you're going to have people like, I don't want to inject me in here, but there's so many other people out there that are doing a lot more than I am as far as getting the word out and stuff like that. And, they're terrorists. They're copyright infringers. And yet you'll have all of these crimes that are being done around you, and you can't do a damn thing about it. All you can do is just bang your pots and pans and live with it. So I hope that you get pissed off, because I get pissed off when I read about this stuff. It says here, White House threatens veto over net neutrality. The White House warned on Tuesday that President Bolsonaro, or he's got so many different names. It says here, would veto a resolution introduced in the Senate that seeks to overturn net neutrality rules aimed at ensuring an open internet. So you can go in there and check that out. I got a lot to get to. Justice warns of Big Brother Society. Supreme Court decides if police can use GPS to track you without a warrant. 88% of teens see online bullying. And of course, what? They're going to create a bill. They're going to create a bill. It's already in the wings. They want to do it to censor the internet. And, I get bullied all the time by trolls, by YouTube, by anything that gets in my way from providing these videos is bullying me, and I have to put up with it. I live with it. It gives me a thicker skin, so freaking live with it, people. Quit trying to legislate laws to just for everything. Expert discuss taming internet in microblog era. So yeah, we got to tame that internet now in China. How the war on terror has militarized the police over the past 10 years. Law enforcement pigs have begun to look and act more and more like soldiers. Here's why we should be alarmed. Well, we already saw that coming here. And it says D.E.A. squads extend reach of the drug war, which what? Militarized the police initially, right? Then the war on terror came. So it was the drug war that started to militarizing a police. Then it was the war on terror that finished it off, and now they look like freaking SS Gestapo, right? It says here, stormtroopers. Police will have the right to fire rubber bullets on student protesters as they prepare for huge London demonstrations. Holder, the Attorney General in the U.S., can't name one person held accountable for Fast and Furious, but I will say that it was Clinton's brainchild. Iran will not retreat one iota, and that's him pointing at you. CIA dictated new IAEA report on Iran, and that's an Iranian lawmaker says in the latest report. It's been dictated by the Central Intelligence Agency. The UN's IAEA is a political tool in U.S. hands, said a chairman of the National Security and Foreign Policy Committee on Wednesday. Moving on, using fake intelligence to justify a war on Iran. Washington's in the process of concocting a new string of lies pertaining to Iran's nuclear program with a view to justifying the implementation of punitive bombings, i.e. more, no-fly zones, i.e. humanitarian mission, i.e. killing humans. Chinese experts doubt validity of IAEA report on Iran. Then Ahmadinejad asked IAEA, God, say that 10 times real fast, to issue report on U.S. atomic weapons. Yeah, like I said, right, before, oh, you want to hang out with the Gaddafis? Oh, you're going down. You're going to lose your job, because that's happening. People are losing their jobs because they had any ties with Gaddafi, whereas before you had the British government, U.S. government, all these governments, including France, in there doing deals with Gaddafi because he's such a bad, brutal person. And his government was. So now Ahmadinejad say, well, let's go over to Israel. Let's go over to the U.S. and let's see what you guys got over there, huh? Says here in the next article, Iran threatens street war in Tel Aviv. If they get attacked, then Russia says they won't back new Iran sanctions over nuclear program. And this is how Israel runs the British press. So you can go in there and check that out. Pretty interesting article. Don't have time, though. Egypt cleric to invoke jihad if Iran hit. That's in Egypt. Israeli settlers torch 3 cars of Gazans. Then we have Irish government criticized as Israel illegally detains 14 Irish citizens. U.S. terror drone kills 6, injures 70 in Somalia. Then Somalia MP assassinated in Mogadishu. Just like last time, another gunshot dead Somali lawmaker. That was a couple months ago. Kenya allies hunt Shabab fighters door to door. Well, good luck with that. It says here, Libya, Al-Qaeda, or Al-Qaeda's North Africa branch says they have weapons, but then look at this. It says here, Islamist commander sees Libyan fighters keeping weapons, i.e. Al-Qaeda. Then Pakistan textbooks teach discrimination against non-Muslims, says U.S. Commission. So the Taliban destroys more schools in Pakistan. Nigeria, U.S. trains Nigerian soldiers on counterterrorism, i.e. those that want. And Turkey orders 30 F-16s. Turkey, man, I'm telling you, U.S. carrier sails into Hong Kong water. And they say how it's so normal, but a guided missile cruiser and 2 guided missile destroyers also arrived. This is GGN, and I'm Darko. Thank you.